Hey, rocking with the Rock Dog. We are on the Tiger Fork of the Fabius River in northeast Missouri. Nice little catch-all spot right here by the road. Old-timey bridge down there. No footy print since the river's got up. Always put footprints on your spot so people think it's been looked over. If there ain't none there before you get there, then they won't look. You can come back and find all the stuff you missed. Look at all the minnows in there. That's a lot of minnows. Anyway, we're going to look around here for a few minutes and see what we find. Got some nice colorful rock in here. Quite a few geodes in this creek. See, here's a geode. Not a good one. Geodes are good when you pick them up and they don't weigh very much for their size. That means they're hollow and will have crystals in them. But we're going to look in all these little spots like this because this is where all the stuff sifts to. See these sticks with no bark? Mr. Beaver is up, well, hell, he's right there. Glad that wasn't a snake. Hey, we will kick a hole in this beaver dam, and I'll tell you why. They will put arrowheads in beaver dams out of that deep spot there. Beaver cannot stand it, but there's a hole in this dam. He's got a nice little swimming pool out here. He ain't been up here for a while, though, so I'm thinking it'll get took out. There's a nice stick there. Somebody would want a whacking stick. That's a good stick to whack stuff with. Yeah, he hasn't been out here. This is probably the time to have baby beavers, I would think. But I have seen them many times put nice rocks in their dams after I've poked holes in them. Because they can't be putting 4 foot of water right here. That would be tragic for the guy that owns the farm field. He would not be able to get to his field. He has a low water crossing. This is just a lot of this big flaky stuff. You can move it around, stuff gets trapped under it, but see all them lines down there? That's where the clams crawl around at night. Look at them nice minnows. It'll be perfect for corking for crappie today. About 65 in Missouri. The water is not cold anymore on my non-insulated booted feet. I found a dirt creek the other day that is so full of gigantic, huge clams, I couldn't believe it. Big ones everywhere. I'll go there and show them to you someday. We have a lot here. There's some here, but yeah. How about that one? That is sweet, people. Rock Dog pulled that off, didn't he? I knew it. There'd be something down here. That is awesome. Cool. Man, I grabbed that fast, didn't I? You better if you see it. All right. That is wonderful. That is all the way good, too. Look at that. Is it fluted? Yes, it is. Oh, man. That, I'm not saying it's a clovis, but it's fluted. I don't know if it's got diagonal flaking. Let's look. I'll wipe her down. Kinda, maybe. I don't know. Did I pull one out again? Awesome and sweet, people. You got to get out there. They're laying right by the road. Look, there's my truck. Remember, in Missouri, if you can walk off the road into the creek, you can be there legally. So, go do it. Oh, man, I'm really happy about that. That is fabulous. I found some good stuff this week in the last 2 weeks because all this stuff, that'd been there for a long time. It still had slime on it. I'll have to go back and look at that because I snatched it. You see that, didn't you? I'm going to put that in my pocket. I'm going to keep looking. Maybe there's another one. Man, I hope my buddy says that's a clovis. I got a guy in Monroe that he's the guy. From when we was little kids in the 60s, he had the most amazing stuff on his walls, and of course we were stupid and didn't know, but I remember all those big giant long pink arrowheads and axe heads. Man. Look, that's a nice red geode. I don't ever see that. Huh. Someday I'll show you something on this creek that'll blow your mind. It will blow your mind when you see it. Well, maybe my explanation will blow your mind. I don't know if it's true, but... No, what's that? Nope, nothing. Man, I don't know if I can top that one here. That'd been there for a while. My buddies hunt right here. They're not going to like that. That had been there for a long time. See, right in here you'd find something shiny that hadn't never been in the water long. That looks like a scraper. Nope. There's a nice white something. Nothing. I always look at these rocks like this and make sure they ain't got a bear face, an owl face, or a buffalo face on them. Eagles too. And that's what they always did. That's not new stuff. That's paleo when you find an animal carved in a rock. They always tried to like make a bear face on them. Bears were fearsome. They were 12 and 15 foot tall. Right here should be cool too. There's a lot of new stuff floating around in here. There's a real pretty blue rock. I could just see a real nice one coming down through here and hitting here and just flopping right out there, right out in the open. Right 4 inches too deep for my boots. Alright, we're going to look right here real quick, and then we're going to get out of here and go to another spot. My phone is just about dead, but man, I tell you, we found some stuff already getting here at down the road, and I mean, look at that. When I say we, I don't mean there's nobody with me. I'm here on my own, so this is kind of like mushroom hunting. But see, I'm going to walk on this bar right here, and my friends will be by here later today, and they'll see my footprints. And then they'll see my video. And they'll wish they hadn't went to the bar last night and got drunk and had to sleep late. Because you know they would have found it. Laying out there like that. This would be a great spot for a hatchet. I would expect to find a big hatchet head or axe head right here. Where this big rock tumbles up off that straight spot. But we got nothing. Hey, we're 9:31. We'll shut her down at 10 minutes. I can't believe how clean this river is. Look how nice and clear that water is. There's some beaver sticks down here getting ate up. That guy logged his farm. He's got a big, nice pile of white oak right there. Woo! That went down there. Look at that. That's about 1.5 feet deep. I still had 6 inches to go, but it's no fun when the boot pulls off. Alright, one last little shot right here. There's a blue rock. Always kick a blue rock. Well, what's it look like? Look like a bear. See its face there on the side. That's what they do, people. They always make animals out of rocks. That's all they had to do. See that nice bear face on that? Always look for that. They'll always leave that jaw. There's a nose, kind of an eye. Somehow they always get a different color out of that rock for where they want that nose or something to be. They can shade that just right somehow. Cool, I'll keep that. That's not fabulous, but that's your like 30-35% representation. There's a nice rock. Nope. All right, we're at the 12-minute mark. We're going to shut her down. North River, Tiger Fork, northeast Missouri. Get on out there and find something.